None of us are here by choice. Do as I say, and you might survive. These ruins want you dead. Know when to fight, and when to run. Someone always needs work done. Some of you will find great fortunes, and some of you won't. Define who you are. Prepare your equipment, and know how to wield it.
Hello everyone, welcome to Talking Trailers, where we give our thoughts on some of the hottest and newest video game trailers on the internet, and maybe help you find a new one for your wish list or library as well. My name is Jason, and I'm once again joined today by Hannah. Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
Hello. So I looked at the metrics for these videos, and the average viewer isn't getting nearly as far into the videos as I'd like, so I've got a surprise for everyone at the end of this video if you stick around that long. I actually don't. That's a lie. It's just clickbait. But, if that's what it takes to get you to stay, I'm going with it, okay? Just pretend there'll be a surprise and you want to stick around till the end. Just pretend.
Yeah.
Okay. So our first trailer was for Expedition Into Darkness, which is a co-op extraction kind of shooter, but more like stabber and some shooting, crossbows and whatever. Probably caught my eye because I've been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl lately. Because that's similar kind of vibe to it, I feel like. So, even though it's technically like medieval fantasy and that, what you got, you can see, different technological weapons and fire and magic and whatever. So it's almost got a high tech feel. So I saw someone call it medieval helldivers, which seems about right. But yeah, it's got a lot of customization, a lot of abilities. It looks really good. I love how they're just slashing through the hordes of monsters, just like a single blow, just whack, whack, whack. So yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think it looks like it could be a lot of fun, honestly. Very
get some pals
sort of
you just charge through
satisfying.
everything,
It does come with kind of permadeath. If you don't survive a particular mission, then you lose your character and everything they're carrying, which is interesting. But it's not. I think it's a bit more like roguelite than permadeath, because you get to keep whatever's at your base. So I don't think it will feel quite as punishing as some permadeaths.
I've seen some games kind of like that, where your character is you make a character like he's a warrior.
Yeah.
You get down to level 6 and they die. And so the next character, a wizard, they only get down to 4, and that's how it grades you every time. You got to level 4 with your wizard, 6 with your warrior, whatever. So
yeah,
I think that's kind of how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it feels a little like roguelike, sort of inspired almost. But I don't know. I like murdering stuff and then collecting loot and completing quests. And
murder for money.
Get to customize. Yeah.
I
think it looks pretty fun.
That's actually kind of something I think is a little neat about it. It's a lot of fantasy games I feel like are just you're the chosen one, you're saving the world, or it's survival or whatever. Here it's just we're making money by killing stuff. We're getting contracts. It's the only reason we're here. I mean, that's kind of what you do a lot of the time when you play a game. You're like, sure, I'll clean up the goblin nest if I get 25 gold and a pair of magic boots, whatever. But
pretty much, yeah.
This time they're not even pretending you're like the noble hero or whatever. So
yeah, you're just the mercenaries that are clearing out the skeleton horde, the zombie plague, the goblin camp, the ogres, or whatever it is.
Exactly. Well, a lot of it says in the description, it said Lovecraftian mystery. So I guess horror-ish.
Yeah, it looked a bit dark fantasy to me.
Yeah, almost too dark sometimes. You couldn't see what was going on half the time. That's why you need the fire spells to just light things up more than to do damage, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks so dark and grisly. You know, I like that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you open fire. There's everything. You just swing your sword, you're gonna hit something. I think that's probably how it goes.
You know, I love fire. Do you? Do you know I love fire?
You love fire. Do you love fire?
Know.
You love fire.
I love fire.
All right. So anyway, if you want to try it for yourself, there's a demo available, and there's a full launch in Q4. So go check that out on Steam if you're interested. Our next game is a game that we both have a little bit of experience with, I believe. So let's take a look right now at the trailer for Corsair Cove.
The pirate's way of life is under attack. Our very survival hangs by a thread. But this is where the dream begins, mate. You'll start small with a simple shantytown, but soon it'll be much more.
Good. Now we can build a ship.
Build wherever you like and reach heights others wouldn't dare. Keep your crew happy, set up production lines, and run a tight ship. With enough resources, you can extend your reach, build mighty ships, and explore the 7 seas.
No scars, no glory.
We must survive this assault any way we can.
Will you rule the seas, plunder great treasures, become a legend, or dare to claim it all? So, matey, how will you build your legacy?
All right, that was Corsair Cove, and as you can tell, it's a pirate-themed city builder, and looks different from just about every other city builder I've played. It's got the three-dimensional aspect to it, kind of.
Yeah.
Which I've got feelings on. I've got some opinions. Like I said, I tried it a little bit. I think you said you played it too, so I'm gonna. Yeah. I know you had a more positive experience than me, so I want to get the happy side of it from you first before we get into crusty old Jason and his opinions.
Yeah, I would say I have played a couple other city builders, or seen a couple of others that have the kind of three-dimensional verticality. There we are.
Yeah, 3 dimensions.
There was one where it's like a mountain. You have to build up the mountain and stuff. But anyway, regardless, that's something else. But yeah, no, I thought it felt nice to play. The verticality gives you a different kind of room to play around with. Mm-hmm. Could sometimes feel a little bit awkward connecting that down to the ground, or the different like taverns or whatever you've got building. Mm-hmm. But just something very satisfying to me about building a little ramp around the cliffs and slowly adding huts and things, and yeah. But I think that there's different events that kind of keep you sort of on your toes. You got to keep building up your fleet and stuff. Mm-hmm. I just thought it felt very solid, and I think it would be one that lovers of city builders could enjoy.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to hear your thoughts now.
I agree with you. I think the cool thing about it is that it does incorporate the different elements of, like I said, the different kind of gameplay styles. Like you'll send your ships out to do missions and whatever. So it's not just the city. You also have your piratey part of it. I mean, the base game is still your basic thing. You got to have food. You got to have wood to make buildings and so on and so forth. I guess my issue with it is I'm not really liking all the logistics that go into like the city builders these days, where we have to make sure the wood is made here, it goes here, it's got to go here. You got to have a person assigned to transport it here and so forth. And
yeah,
that part of it just isn't fun to me. Like I want to make the cool looking pirate city with, like you said, with the taverns and the guy dancing around with the pig. That was the best. I want to go on my pirate ships and so on. And like, maybe it's just because it's still kind of new. It only launched like about a week ago. I think it's been in early access for a while. The UI just felt a little clunky to me. Like I was having trouble figuring out where to do everything. Maybe that's just experience. Maybe it would take time and so forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't bad. It just felt inadequate at times. It's the sort of thing they could definitely work on. They could definitely still iterate on. So yeah, I don't think it's bad at all.
maybe you're more looking for a kind of survival crafter, like semi-RPG sort of experience.
I think maybe the 3D aspect of it also bothered me a little bit, because normally if I'm like playing a typical city builder, it's like I can go from this grid here to there. I can it's 6 blocks over. Where here it's like up there, down there, over there, to the right there, and it's like maybe my brain's
more
just not
top
wired
down
that way.
than yeah.
Like I was always bad at those tests you have in like high school, where it's like if you turn the gear this way, which way does this gear over here turn? It's like I can never.
That
3D stuff always bothered me. Why can't the world just be 2-dimensional? Entire world.
Agree. Yeah.
Okay, but it's doing pretty well. Like it's got like I think like 83 or something % on Steam. So don't listen to me. What the hell do I know? Just
no. Listen to me. It's quite good.
Exactly. There you go. You know what you're talking about. Okay. Anyway, so let's go on to our next game now, and this is for a trailer for Beast of Reincarnation.
はるか昔、この国に巨大な獣が出現した。獣はいつからか輪廻の獣と呼ばれるようになった。だがこたびお前に目をつけた。
同じ腐食体に哀れみもなく心も痛まぬのだろう。
哀れみって？
All right, so that was the trailer for Beast of Reincarnation, and this is our federally mandated segment about a recent released AAA game. We got to throw it in there just so you can see all the pretty and whatever. If I said the last game was doing okay on Steam, this one's not so much. It's sitting around like 60% or so, and that's not just Steam. Like everywhere I look, every critic, every like place, it's like 3 of 5, 6 of 10. It's like it's nice looking, it plays decent, but it just lacks something. Like it doesn't have what you really need to make a $60 game and have it be like spectacular. Is the kind of feeling I'm get to it.
Yeah, it feels like a AA game rather than a AAA game.
Mm-hmm. Like, what is it, like AAA in the streets, AA in the sheets? It looks pretty, but when you get it home, you're like, well.
Yeah, I will say I think it's kind of getting the reviews I sort of expected it to get, because like while a lot of it does look very pretty, you can see a little bit of like jank in there almost. Like I noticed it mostly in like the dog's fur. It doesn't look amazing, you know.
How dare
like,
you criticize the good Doggo?
The good Doggo is a good boy and he better be okay. But
his name is
like
Coop.
Yes. But you just see something in it that's just a little bit crunchy, and there's the small part of me that's like, okay, it looks almost, I don't like to use this word much, but cheap. But I do think that it looks interesting still, and I'm particularly interested to see, because it is Game Freak.
Yeah, exactly.
what they can do outside of Pokemon. And a lot of the criticism that I read was about sort of the background UI, so being able to change different sliders and things like that. A lot of it's inadequate and stories maybe not to people's tastes and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot there that people can still enjoy.
Yeah, and I've seen like an article where they've actually responded and said, yeah, there are some things that are not great in there. We're going to clean those up and fix those. Again, you hope for better from a AAA $60 game from a well-established developer, but it is what it is nowadays. You know, it's the sort of thing you might just want to wait a little while because, like you said, it's got potential. It looks nice. You can see the big boss battles looking pretty cool and awesome looking.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe it just needs to be needed a little more time in the oven, basically. That's another phrase I'm seeing again as well.
Yeah, that seems to be a theme, doesn't it?
It does. Hopefully they can recover that.
Yeah, I think because it's like their first outside of Pokemon game, and they're not, you know, they're under a completely different publisher as well. It's like they're not in their usual playground, and it's I don't know where I'm going with this, but
no, I get it. Yeah. It's like when my example, when a certain company I know of that does war games tried to make a card game and didn't go over well.
Yeah. But I think it'll be when the price goes down a bit, perhaps.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of buy it when it's on sale is what I'm seeing a lot of too. So.
Yeah. Which is really unfortunate, but it's
like the early adopter penalty. You know, you buy something when it's new and it's expensive and it's probably in the worst state it'll ever be in. Like they're only going to improve it from there and it'll get cheaper. So
yeah, true.
But anyway, it might be still for you if you want to try it out. Try a fancy looking game with cool boss battles, whatever. You know, take a look. All right, so our next trailer is actually it's an older trailer. It's for a game that came out this week. They did a launch trailer for it, but I found this trailer as well. It came out about a month ago. I think it does a much better job of explaining the game and what it's about. So this is the trailer for Big Walk.
Hello.
Hi.
We're House. We made Untitled Goose Game, and we're here to tell you a bit more about our new game, Big Walk.
It's a game about walking and talking.
Hey, what up?
You and your friends walk around a big open world and talk to each other. Talking in Big Walk feels pretty natural.
Ooh, look at that.
But sometimes communication can get complicated.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Like maybe you get split up.
Where are you two? Over.
And while you explore, you keep talking using walkie-talkies.
No, we still can't see you. We're going to try and get higher. Over.
Copy that. Whoops.
But sometimes, someone might accidentally drop their walkie-talkie off a cliff.
Sorry.
And all of a sudden, you'll have to improvise with other tools. Hello? Can you see us now?
It's meant to be played with your friends, but how many friends is up to you. You can play with just 2 of you.
Hello.
Or 3.
Hi.
Or 4.
Hello.
Or if you really want, you can play with way more than that.
Hello.
Hello.
Sometimes Big Walk is a game about making a plan for what to do next.
Yeah, okay, it's just over there. If we head up this ridge and then down into that valley, we can get to the beach we saw the other day. You sure?
So maybe you decide to head up this ridge, down into that valley, and get to the beach you saw the other day.
But on your way there, you might come across one of these funny, sort of teamworky challenges that are all over the place. These challenges are how you make progress in the game, and they all make you work together in different ways. Like in this one, where you're separated by soundproof glass, and you need to figure out new ways to communicate without talking. So you do the challenge, and you get this thing.
Ta-da!
It seems important.
So you keep heading towards the beach, and as you're walking, you see a train coming. It's headed in the right direction, so you all decide to run for it.
Let's go.
And you catch up to it just in the nick of time. So everybody jumps, aboard. Big Walk is a game where sometimes you'll end up on your own. And maybe you realize it's not so bad getting lost in the bush. Sometimes it's nice just to sit by a creek and listen to the wind in the trees. And sometimes, after the sun goes down, you might start to feel a little bit scared.
Big Walk is a game where you might need to form a search party and go looking for your lost friend in the dark.
Hey, you found me! Where you go? Once you're back together, you get to hear about everything that happened while you were split up. Admittedly, a little bit scared.
And when you finally make it to the beach, you might pick some music that's just right for watching the sunrise together.
So as much as Big Walk is a game about walking and talking, it's also about exploring and getting lost and doing challenges, and sometimes not really doing anything at all. We love playing this game, and we hope you will too. Big Walk comes out August 4th. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, from the makers of Untitled Goose Game, where you try to be the biggest a-hole ever, comes a game where you try to be friends with everyone. This is a Big Walk, and we've all played games like open world games with a ton of objectives, and this point here and that point there, and go there and do this and kill that or whatever. And I've always wondered if there'd be room for a game where you just kind of went around the world and just admired it and enjoyed it without so much the point-to-point objective stuff. And I was watching this trailer. I was like, well, yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted. They put gameplay into it. Like you can see, they have little spaces you go to do stuff. And I hope there's probably already a wiki out there that shows where everything is on the map. Just ignore it. Don't look at it. Jump in with your friends. 4, 8, 16, whatever it was they said you could do, and wander around, get lost. Because that's what I do. If anyone ever watches me stream, 90% of my game is me getting lost and wandering off somewhere. So
same.
This is the perfect game for that.
Yeah. Just such a delightful little trailer as well. There's just so much charm in this one. It's so whimsical. These weird little guys and the devs, and just smile on my face, and I needed that. So it's just
yeah. It seems like it would be a lot of fun if you could get the right group along to do it. A group that would just let you just get lost sometimes. And even like when I play like in an RP game, like a Red Dead or GTA or whatever, getting lost and separated from your group is actually kind of half the fun, because you have to find out where the other people are. And you're like, if you can, you send messages around. Here you have the walkie-talkies, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless someone drops theirs.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is definitely a game to like yell at the other guys for getting lost or whatever.
Yeah. Or find a way around it. That's the whole point. Find
another train, or just wander and hopefully not die of anything. There doesn't seem to be any sort of like way to die. Maybe falling damage. I don't know.
No, it doesn't. It seems to be. It seems to be a cozy game, honestly.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer cozy game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not, we saw the trailer. It was 4 minutes long. That's better. That's more than we can talk about here. They described it pretty well. So.
Yeah.
Give it a try. Get some friends, give it a try, wander around, get lost. Get lost. Get out. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Please keep watching to the end of the video. There's going to be a surprise, even though there isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so for our next trailer, we have a sequel to Moonlighter called Moonlighter 2. Go figure. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault.
This shop isn't your choice. It's your duty, your legacy. And it gives you a chance to learn how to read the room, to pick your battles, to know exactly what's worth keeping. You learn that not all fights are won with steel. Some are won with patience, some with care. Because greed will fill your pack. But only wisdom brings it home. Driven by heart,
You balance both worlds, not to escape your legacy, but to own it. This is who you are.
All right, so if the last trailer we saw was charming, this one is even more charming, I think. I love the dual nature of it. The adventure by day, killing stuff, and then going home at night, selling your stuff in your shop. Great if you want both of those. You want both the killing aspect and the shop management. It's like 2 games in one, basically.
Yeah, I think charming is just I would say the theme of this episode, but perhaps not the first game. But yeah, I never played the first Moonlighter game, though I did pick it up on Steam.
It is free right now for a couple more days.
Yeah, till the 9th. So if you're seeing this after the 9th, sorry. But I have heard really good things, and I think that this one has, I absolutely adore the art style in the trailer and in the game. You've got the 2D animation, and then the game's more vibrant, 3D animation. So somebody compare it to Bastion and Hob and things like that. Right. Personally, I prefer that to the pixel style of the first game.
Yeah.
Though I know the pixel style has its own charm. But it just seems like such a nice vibe. Not quite cozy, but you get to manage a shop and then kill some stuff.
It's semi-cozy.
Yeah, comfy, I think is the word a lot of people like to use for that.
Okay, sure. We can go with that.
Comfy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a note I had on my list I was going to mention too. I was like, yeah, the graphics look a lot different from the first game, which was the pixelated Zelda kind of thing, whereas now it's like you said, Bastion or Hades or whatever. And I like it a lot better. I'm not a big retro fan. This, however, is something I look like I would want to play more.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, and this one is actually doing pretty well too. This is actually it's a 1.0 launch they got coming up next month. On pretty much every platform too. But the up to this point, it's already got really good reviews on Steam. So 1.0 can only be better.
Yeah, definitely one to check out.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, so that's going to do it for this show. We got one more trailer coming up. It's going to be for Endless Legend 2, which also is a sequel. And another game that's been in early access for a while. Fully launches next month. And it's basically like Civilization, but with fantasy races. That's the best way I can put it. So if you're into that sort of thing, and I always have been, check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Hannah, for coming by and doing the show today.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, as usual.
And thank you to everyone else out there for showing and staying this late. Even though I don't really have a surprise, I was lying the whole time. Please give us. Despite that, please give us a like. Please subscribe to the channel, especially if you're not the average viewer and you got this far. You got past that 5-minute mark or whatever. And leave a comment.
And a comment.
Yes, leave a comment. Very good. All right, leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite trailer was. So that's our show for today. Thank you very much again. Until next time, stay safe and play hard.
Bye-bye.
We fought to claim a home. We battled to the end.
We built, using the weak to raise our cities with their souls to the end.
For the Hive, we swarmed and hunted, consuming all to the end.
We became conquerors,
lords,
ravagers.
Until it came, the starfall.
A signal from our past.
The fire in the sky.
Now, as our islands become worlds, new enemies are emerging.
New lands to salvage.
More flesh for the swarm.
The possibilities are
endless.